Can I start? Marta, can I start? La bruja novata detrás. Que tiene tos hoy. She has a cough. She has a cough today. So if you hear background noise is the word we use in English for ruido de fondo. If you hear background noise, it's probably, yes, Marta, coughing. Cough, to cough, suena como coffee. Sí, toso cada vez que tomo café. I cough whenever I drink coffee. It's called mi tos cafetera, my coffee cough. Tengo una tos tetera, de té. I have a tea cough, it's a different type of cough, and a coffee cough. Cough, coughing. Good morning, Abelardo, how are you? I think you're the first person. In fact, your message came early. Yes. Al que madruga, Dios le ayuda. The early bird catches the worm. In English, we say el pájaro tempranero apresa la lombriz. Worm. O gusano, según qué tipo de. All right. Lombriz decimos earthworm. O sea, gusano de tierra, literalmente. Earthworm. Earthworms are very good. All right. Go team. Yes, very good. All right, Yolanda. Good morning, Yolanda. All is well in Madrid. And she spent the week Googling the Cantabrian personality. Fine. All right, los vascos, falsos vascos y listos, etc. Okay, Yolanda. So, earthworms are lombrices, and we say el pájaro tempranero apresa la lombriz o el gusano, which means in my next life, if I come back, if I'm reincarnated as a worm, I will remember to sleep in every day. To sleep in means dormir hasta tarde. Dormir tarde, hasta tarde. To sleep in, that means not to get up early, because that bird is catching the early worms. The early bird catches the early worm. So the worms that are moving around, I'll be hiding in the early morning. Okay, so Maria Luisa, how are you? She's waving to me. And Chilita, hello. Okay, people, I'm going to talk today about there is and there are. Hay, habrá, hubo, habría, ha habido, etc. I'm going to talk about that today, but because you send me so many little questions, I will probably end up spending 5 net minutes, minutos netos en estos 60 minutos, actually teaching there is, there are. Fijaos, dos cosas. Because you interrupt me so much with questions, I will probably end up acabar por dedicar, terminar dedicando. I will end up. Se dice up con it. To end is terminar. To end. La guerra terminó. The war ended. But to end up is cuando termines por hacer algo o terminas haciendo algo. You can say both in Spanish. Terminé por estar de acuerdo con él. Terminé estando de acuerdo con él. I ended up agreeing with him. And so I will probably end up devoting 5 net minutes to there is, there are. Earthworms mulch the earth. Yes, that's right, Yolanda. Earthworms are very good for agriculture. They oxygenar. They oxygenize the earth, so they're very important. Daniela, wow, I love the name Daniela. I like that name. Hello, Daniela, and I like your surname too, Karina Conca. It's an interesting name. Where are you from, Daniela? Yes, Daniela. I wrote a poem many years ago about a young lady by the name of Daniela. Maybe for my next week I'll find it for you. All right, and Claudia, hello. Thank you for being. I'm here bicho malo nunca muere. In Mexico dicen hierba mala nunca muere. I mean, I'm always here. A promise is a promise. You have an expression in Spanish, lo prometido es deuda. In English, somos más sencillos. Una promesa es una promesa. A promise is a promise. I'm here at 12 noon every Monday. Old Faithful, el viejo fiel, Old Faithful. Old Faithful is a word we use in the United States in reference to the most famous geyser in the U.S. Geyser es un geyser. que donde las aguas termales, ¡vum! Por movimientos volcánicos debajo. And so you have agua con mucho azufre. It goes up. It's a geyser. And in Yellowstone Park, there's a geyser called Old Faithful, El Viejo Fiel, because every 59 minutes and 23 seconds, almost exactly 1 hour, it shoots up into the air about 40 meters, pretty high. And then it comes back down. And then people wait for another hour, or people go home, they go away, and other people start to congregate about 10 or 15 minutes before. All right. So, Claudia, yes, I'm here again. And Abelardo, yes, sir. Hello, Abelardo. It's a pleasure to have you here. There are, hay. En español hay no se dice hay. Hay uno, hay dos, hay un millón. Hay no cambia. En inglés sí cambia. Hayan, when it's plural. For example, in Levante, in España, in Valencia and in Catalonia and in Mallorca, I believe, in the Balearic Islands, people say, hubieron dos incendios ayer, en vez de hubo. Pluralizan. Dicen, hay dos incendios ahora, y hubieron dos ayer, y han habido varios, y habrán muchos mañana en el futuro. So they pluralize it, except with I. It's interesting. But they say han habido. And so it's a mistake, but it's a mistake in that part of Spain. It's like in the north of Spain, in the Basque Country, in Navarre. In this area, they say, si yo tendría más dinero en vez de yo tuviera. And so these are regional mistakes. For example, in Texas, in West Texas, the Pecos River area, Fort Stockton, San Angelo, let's see, Abilene, Texas, many people use the participle, le vi ayer, or lo vi ayer a él. I seen him yesterday. I say, lo visto, viste. Seen. They use the participle. I seen him. I seen him yesterday. I seen a man coming. All right, so Claudia, welcome, and Abelardo, and Kublai Khan, you're back. Kublai Khan, yes sir, Kublai Khan was the grandson of Genghis Khan, and he was famous for being the emperor of China, and his capital was in, his palace was, what was the name of his palace? I can't remember. The palace of Kublai Khan, Xanadu, con X, Xanadu. There's in the outskirts of Madrid, there's a shopping center, a shopping mall, and I think it's called Xanadu, or at least there's a part inside for skiing. There's a ski slope indoors in this. I've only been once, and it's called Xanadu. All right, let's go on. So welcome, Kublai Khan. All right, Maria Pilar Genovés, interesting name. Good morning. I wish to see you more often. More con con O simple o doble O? Huh? I think with just one O. All right. Otherwise, it's the surname like Demi Moore. All right. You are really master the job of teaching. You really master the job of teaching. Okay. Dominas de verdad. Creo que entiendo eso. You really are, sería mejor. You are a master in the job of teaching. All right. Thank you very much. Mark Gallagher. That sounds like a British, well, it sounds like an Anglo-Saxon name. Saludos desde Cuba. Acá tuve que comprar una hora de internet que son, wow, $1 más o menos para verme. Well, thank you very much, Mark. It's an honor. Es un honor saber que alguna gente tiene que recurrir a comprar, pero lo hace. I hope in the future Cuba lifts the ban or the prohibition and you can watch me for free. All right. Maybe we can send you something for free so you can study. Just give us your address and we can send something for free. La situación está difícil en hermano. Well, I didn't catch the last. Un abrazo desde La Habana. A hug for you. Thank you very much, Mark. Interesting name. That's not a Cuban name. That's not a Spanish name. Mark Gallagher is a very Anglo-Saxon name. But in any case, okay, there are. Hay un problema. There's a problem. Sí, hacemos la contracción. There's a problem. Hay varios problemas. There are several problems. Okay, ya está. That's easy. Vamos al pasado. Hubo un problema ayer. There was a problem yesterday. Hubo varios problemas ayer. There were several problems yesterday. There were. Vamos a continuar porque esto tiene tela. Tela marinera, as they say sometimes in Spanish. Svetlana, wow. Terziska. All right, maybe. Hello from Barcelona. Barcelona, claro, es un nombre típico catalán. Svetlana Terziska. I suppose you're Russian or you're Ukrainian or Belarusian? Maybe. You let me know, Svetlana. Svetlana is a very pretty name. I like that. Hello from Barcelona. And hello from Madrid. All right. And Marina, hello from Madrid. Okay, now we have Marina Kosub, which also could be East European somewhere. Welcome. There is a problem now. There are several problems. There was a problem yesterday. There were. Fijos. Look, notice how dark. Were. No digáis wear. Wear es llevar puesto. I'm wearing a jacket. Were. There were several problems yesterday. Y mañana habrá muchos problemas. There will be. No, mañana solo habrá un problema. No varios. There will be a problem tomorrow. Contracción, there'll. Suena casi como el nombre Daryl en inglés. There'll be there will be one problem tomorrow. There will be several problems. With there will, the future is the same. Ahora bien, si decimos va a haber un problema mañana, ya verás, there is going to be a problem. There's going to be a problem. Wilma. Of course, in English we say Wilma. Saludos desde Lima. Wow, cool, man. From Lima. I'm probably going to go to Lima in January or February. I've been to Lima 3 or 4 times. 4 times in the past year or year and a half. I like Peru. Lima I'm not crazy about, but the food, yes, and the people as well. I like the food and the people in Lima. The climate is a bit gray, the city, etc. But Peru is beautiful. Okay, and so we have a teacher in Peru now, full time. We're starting Vilma, or Wilma, as we say. Thank you for Svetlana. You're from Bulgaria, from Sofia. I think you pronounce the capital Sofia or Sofia. I think you say Sofia. Are you from Sofia or are you from the coast, the Black Sea, the coast? What part? But thank you for listening, Joel González con ese. That sounds Portuguese to me, maybe. Ahora como está, teacher? Tengo una duda, siempre que tengo dudas con las preposiciones of and from. Of is de, from is procedente de, para eso cubre el 80%. From is proveniente de, procedente de. I am from the United States. O sea, procedo de Estados Unidos. Procedo de Texas. Provengo. I am from. Of es simple de. Yes. Let's see. Of the United States of America. Los Estados Unidos Mexicanos. De México. The United States of Mexico. Of. Now, from is extracted from. From. Hay direccionamiento o movimiento posible con from. From. But there's a certain area in which you simply need to memorize it. Marina, you're from the Ukraine. Okay, we have a person from Bulgaria and Ukraine. You know, we have 470 teachers here. And I would say maybe 50 are from Eastern Europe. All of them are excellent, but very, very good. Good teachers, very responsible, hardworking, very pleasant. We have la llamo la asesina, the assassin. I call her because she goes straight for the jugular vein. She's a hard teacher. She's from Minsk in Belarus. And we have some excellent Bulgarian teachers, Czech, Romanian, which is not Slavic really. Well, yes. And we have Hungarian teachers, Ukrainian teachers. And Serbian, Croatian. We have one Slovenian teacher. I can't remember. We have a lot. All of them are very, very good. All right. Christus Rex. That's an interesting name. Cristo Rey. Okay. Okay. Hello, Richard. I love you. I love you as a teacher. I hope you love me as a teacher. Okay. Christus Rey. Okay. Kevin. Well, thank you, Christus. Hello from El Salvador, capital San Salvador. Yes, it's a very small country in area, but a very, very interesting country. I had for many years the most important person in this company for artwork, for the different types of promotional material. Beautiful art was from El Salvador. All right, I miss him, and I don't know where he is now. So Kevin, thank you for watching. Verissima. Wow, Verissima. Good morning from Oviedo. Oviedo. I was talking on the radio this morning about Oviedo. Oviedo is the home of, well, one of the most famous novels in history, La Regenta, by Leopoldo Alas Clarín, takes place in Oviedo. The last time I was in Oviedo, I gave a speech. I gave a talk, and about 150 people came in the auditorium, or the La Sede of the La Nueva España. It's a well-known newspaper that is published. I think it's the #1 newspaper in Asturias, La Nueva España. And they gave me use of their auditorium, and we did some business with La Nueva España. So thank you very much, Verissima, from Oviedo. Yes, Kublai Khan again. What do you think about the following? A little thing in hand is worth more than a great thing in prospect. No. You are adapting the expression, a bird in hand is worth 2 in the bush. Vale más pájaro en mano que 100 volando, se dice aquí. But no, a great thing in prospect is better than a sure thing in your hand. Because in a professional life, in a career of 45 years, it gives you time, plenty of time to achieve incredible things. But you have to work hard, think hard, look hard, smell hard, everything. And in the end, it's impossible to fail. Of course, you have ups and downs along the way, altibajos por el camino. Si tienes el corazón débil, pues no aguantas las bajadas. But if you're strong and you work hard, in the end, you will reach point B successfully. All right, Kublai, so thank you. Carlos Mendoza. If I watch an interview or a documentary to learn English, should I put something? No. Don't put subtitles. None. Apelo. Just go in and watch it. Because when there's subtitles, your vision goes down and it becomes a reading exercise. It's not reality. And when you go to a meeting in London or in New York or in Sydney, Australia, and you're in a discussion across the table, there are no subtitles. Son ruedines de bicicleta. No pongas ruedines a tu bicicleta. Huh? Subtitles are ruedines. In English, ruedines, we say training wheels. So ruedas de entrenamiento. Training wheels. Don't put training wheels in your English. You probably, Carlos, reading your English, I get the impression that your level is not bad, fairly good. And so you don't need subtitles. No uses muletas. Come on, walk, run if possible. Yolanda Maria Pilar is right. I believe your contribution towards English in Spain is not sufficiently merited. Yo no vi eso. I didn't see that. Deserved, merited. Okay, thank you. Well, it does, I don't care very much if people recognize my contribution or not. I enjoy doing it, and that's what counts. Me first. And if I enjoy it, I do it, whether it's recognized by the general public or not. If it's recognized, tanto mejor, so much the better, so much the better. La expresión en inglés es casi equivalente. Tanto mejor, mejor me lo pones. Se dice aquí. So much the better. But it really doesn't matter. I don't need outside recognition or acknowledgement to be happy. All right. So where are we? Abelardo is from Huelva. Okay, Huelva. Onubense. Huelva. Huelva is very important for the chemical industry, the fertilizer industry. Hay fábrica de ácido fosfórico ahí. Big one, Fertiberia. And so it's very, very important. Huelva was because originally Spain was in control of the Spanish Sahara, the Sahara Español, which is one of the most important places in the world for phosphates, los fosfatos, para hacer ácido fosfórico, which is necessary for fertilizers or fertilizantes. Fertilizers, las fertilizantes, o abonos, crops, plants. El reino de las plantas, el reino vegetal needs basically three nutrients. Son tres nutrientes, o productos nutritivos. They need potassium, nitrogen, and phosphorus. Potasio, nitrógeno, y fósforo. They need these three. These are the three basic nutrients of the plant kingdom. And so to improve agriculture, to improve the yield or the output of agriculture, we use fertilizer. Now, organic fertilizer or inorganic fertilizer? Of course, people say it's better to use organic because it's ecological. Inorganic is not ecological, and I agree. But organic fertilizer doesn't provide the right, usually doesn't provide the right balance of the nutrients, whereas inorganic fertilizer can be mixed in what they call fertilizantes complejos, and they complex fertilizers that includes phosphorus in the right measure, and it's very good, and it increases incredibly the yield. This is important because if we go back 200 years, Thomas Malthus predicted that agriculture would not be able to keep pace with the population growth. Population was growing geometrically and agriculture arithmetically. Or exponentially, arithmetically, and it would be impossible. But technology and better methods have allowed agriculture to boom. And there's enough food on this planet for everybody. Another problem is the proper distribution or political problems that can create hunger or can create famine, etc. That's a different question. But technologically, yes, and fertilizer is one of the most important elements in this incredible increase in farm output and agricultural yield. All right, where are we? I've lost my place from Huelva, Abelardo. Thank you for En Estrella. Te reconozco. Yeah, Money Penny. Estrella Monedero. Money, we'll call you Money Penny from now on, which was she and James Bond. Siempre tonteando los dos, James Bond y Money Penny. But they never had a relationship, as far as I know. Moneypenny was the secretary to M, who was the most important person in M5 or M6. All right. Money Pilar is right, etc. Where are we? I've lost my place. Raquel, how are you, Raquel? Happy Black Friday to everyone. I forgot it's Black Friday. Today's Black Friday. Is today Black Friday, Marta? No? It's 29, next week. All right. You're getting ahead of yourself, Raquel. Te estás adelantando a ti misma. Decimos en inglés. You are getting ahead of yourself. Black Friday is next Friday. Well, this coming Friday. Okay, yeah. No, you're not getting ahead of yourself because I only give this program on Mondays, which means that this coming Friday. The following Friday? No, this coming Friday is Black Friday. I don't celebrate these things. I never buy anything. The last time I bought something in a shop was in New York City last summer. No, the summer before. I just don't buy things. Now, I will buy a meal in a restaurant, yes, but to go out and buy something. Yes, I bought 2 pairs of shoes about 3 months ago. I never spend any money. All right, Diego, how are you? Diego Peña. Diego, it's a pleasure. Richard, I love when you talk about history. Okay, you look so wise. Eso está bien. Sí, tienes pinta de sabio. I look wise. Marta, ¿tengo pinta de sabio? Que no. Ya, bueno, es por viejo. Los viejos somos, dicen viejo y sabio, de acuerdo. ¿Cómo es el diablo? ¿Es más sabio por viejo que por diablo? ¿O es más diablo por viejo que por...? I can't remember. El diablo es más... ¿Es diablo por viejo más que por sabio? Más sabio por viejo que por ahí está. I've got it more or less. But yes, you know about every place and country. Your brain is like Google. No, your voice is clear and slow enough. Enough, no hay una T al final, Diego. It's a errata, it's a typo. To understand you. It's a pleasure to listen to you every evening. Every evening? You listen to me in the evenings. Okay. Very good. Well, thank you very much, Diego. And I'm glad to know that you consider me a wise person. Yes, early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay. That's a saying by Benjamin Franklin. Pronto a la cama y pronto a levantarse hace un hombre sabio, rico y... No. Sano, saludable, rico y sabio. Okay. But I don't go to bed early. I get up early, but I go to bed late. So I don't do it right. I don't follow Mr. Franklin's advice. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy. I'm healthy, I think. Still, at my age, I'm healthy. Wealthy? It depends on your definition of wealth. Wealth does not necessarily imply a lot of money. Wise, it depends. I still make a lot of silly mistakes sometimes. Making mistakes. Cesar, how are you? Cesar, it's good to see you. Hi, Richard. Thanksgiving is approaching. Will you celebrate it in Spain? No, I'm not a celebrator of events. No soy un celebrador de acontecimientos. Thanksgiving, I'm a loner with my family. If the family wants to celebrate it, I'll join in. No problem. I mean, the family wants to buy a big turkey and have... I don't like big gatherings. But in any case, especially family gatherings. But I'm certainly a good participant if the family wants to celebrate it. But I'm not the initiator of these celebrations. But thank you, Cesar, in any case. Cesar. Abiba. Wow, that's an interesting name. Hemlo. Hello, será hello, creo. Eh? Abiba, where are you from? Regragi, where are you from, Abiba? It's interesting to know. Arancha, let me know. And hello, thank you for listening. Arancha, hello from Huelva. Ya son dos onubenses. Una onubense y una onubensa. All right. Yes, from Huelva. Yes, Huelva. I like Huelva. I like that area. I'm from Ayamonte, Lepe, Huelva, in this area. And that's where you have the Rocío. Yes. One of the most important events on the festival calendar in Spain. I mean, really, there are many, many festivals in Spain. But probably the four most famous, of course, are the Feria de Sevilla, La Fallas de Valencia, the Pamplona. What's the name of it, Marta? Pamplona, el San Fermín, and then El Rocío. Which one is the most interesting? Well, the Rocío, of course. It's the most interesting because people move. You see, in Valencia and in Pamplona and in Seville, people stay in one place. In the city itself, and in Seville, they stay in a certain little area just outside of Seville. Whereas in the Rocío, they move, they walk, for 1-2 days to go for the Rocío. So it's more interesting in this case. All right, where are we? Kublai Khan, what about the grass looks greener on the other side of the fence? That's a very common expression. Yeah, the grass looks greener on the... Yeah, Kublai Khan is giving me different English sayings. I mean, there are about 5,000 of them. All right. The grass is always greener, or the grass looks greener, or is greener on the other side means lo que tienen ellos parece de más valor lo que tengo yo. And it's usually not the case. The grass is not usually greener. If you take good care of your grass, si cuidas bien tu jardín, el jardín de al lado es peor seguro, aunque parezca mejor. That means la envidia de los 7 pecados capitales es la más inútil. Si vas a tener un pecado capital, if you're going to have a deadly sin, elige cualquiera de los 6. menos en la envidia. La gula, gluttony, es muy malo. Not recommended, pero al menos te inflas bien de comida, right? At least you have, hay una contrapartida. You have some type of benefit in return, although it's not recommendable. La lujuria, not recommendable. We say lust. But at least, hey, you have a good time maybe occasionally. What else? La soberbia, pride. Not recommendable, but at least you feel superior to others. You get something in return. Maybe I'm immortal in a land of mortals. Okay, that's 3. Me faltan 3 más la envidia. What about la ira? Wrath. Con W muda al principio. Wrath. Not recommendable, but at least un desfogue bien para la tensión sanguínea, right? At least you get angry, and it's good for your blood pressure, maybe. La pereza, laziness or sloth. Not recommendable, but at least you can say, don't worry, be happy. All right. So hay una contrapartida, una contraprestación, at least. And I'm missing one. I can't remember. Pero envidia? Envy? Tell me one positive thing. Te quemas en tu propia pira. You burn. All right, because es como agarrar un ascua para tirarlo a otra persona, pero te quemas tú primero. So it's a complete waste of time. So the grass is always greener on the other side. Kulai. It's usually not true. Don't worry about it. Take care of your grass. Don't look at the grass on the other side. Don't look at others. Don't compare yourself to other people. Yes. See, if you compare yourself to other people, it's an incorrect comparison. Tendemos a comparar nuestras debilidades con sus fortalezas. Yeah, but I don't want to get philosophical. This is an English class, not a philosophy class. Alejandro, how are you? Esteban Garcia Restrepo, that's an interesting name. Hello, Richard. Hello, Alejandro. And Mark from Cuba. Más sabe el diablo por viejo que por diablo. Ese soy yo. All right. RZAD. Más sabio por viejo que por diablo. Okay, good. RZAD. I don't know who you are or where you're from. Verísima. El que más astuto. Es más astuto el zorro por viejo que por zorro. Perhaps. But hay zorros jóvenes too, right? Young foxes? All right. Okay. Where are we? Mark Gallagher. You wake up and discover you are 20 years young. What would you do differently? Nothing. If I were 20 years earlier, 20 years younger, I would still be too old. No, I'm happy with what I'm doing. What would I do differently? What would I do differently? I would try to make my mistakes sooner. Mistakes are good if you know how to learn from your mistakes. They're excellent teachers. The only problem is I would prefer to make the mistakes sooner and learn more quickly about my mistakes. But, no, I don't think I would do anything differently than I have up to now, because I enjoy life, so it's, why change it? Don't change something. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Es una expresión graciosísima en inglés, pero si no está roto, no lo arregles. Ahora, en un buen inglés se diría, if it isn't broken, don't repair it. Now, to fix is another verb, fix con X is another verb to repair. So if it isn't broken, don't fix it. If it isn't broken, ahora lo voy a decir en un mal inglés. If it ain't broke, diciendo el pasado en vez del participio. Ain't es una, how do you say, verbo auxiliar que no existe en buen inglés, pero que se usa mucho. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Es una frase hecha. Si no está roto, no lo arregles. In my life, if I go back 20 years, I would not change anything, I think, because it's not broken. All right. But in any case, Mark, thank you for the question. Mario Jr. Hi, Richard. I have a question. Why do I have days in which I can speak perfect English? English is con mayúscula, eh? And I have days that I can't speak with that fluently? Is that no? Yes, that's very normal, especially if you're in the middle of the learning curve. It's the learning curve, curva de mejora del aprendizaje. Tiene altibajos como la curva de una tendencia al alza bursátil de los mercados de valores. Hay días y semanas que van así. You have good days and bad days. Tengo mis días elocuentes y mis días menos elocuentes. Even in English, I don't express myself as well as I think. Podría haberlo dicho mejor ayer en esa reunión. I could have said it better. Yeah, a toro pasado, they say here in Spain, with the bullfighting, they say, on second thought, los británicos dicen on second thoughts. We say on second thought, pensándolo bien, recordando, I could have said it better. So don't worry, Mario, this is very normal. But not only in language, in speaking a second language, but in speaking your own language, you sometimes express yourself well, and other times you say, I could have expressed myself so much better. All right. What would you? Yeah, I understood the mistake. Mark from Cuba. Diego Peña. Diego, Pink Floyd language? I'm not very familiar with Pink Floyd. I came to Spain in 1972 as a student. I spent 1 year. Then I went back to Texas to finish my degree in the academic year 73-74. And then in the summer of 74, I came back to Europe, first to Great Britain and France, and then to Spain. I arrived in Spain in August 1974, and I started working, teaching English. And I was so focused that I really stopped paying attention to the evolution of pop music and rock music. I stayed with classical, basically. And I was learning classical guitar, so I was focusing on classical guitar, piano as well. And I just didn't pay attention, and I lost touch with rock and pop. And this coincided with the best years of Pink Floyd. So I'm not very familiar with Pink Floyd, Diego, I'm sorry. So I'm not familiar with Pink Floyd language. Kevin Menjivar, or Menjivar. I have a question. Above and on are the same. No. They're not the same. Above. On is in on. Yes, this is my cell phone. It's on the table. Above the table estaría flotando encima. Above. Yes. Hay un teléfono móvil, un celular, flotando en el aire. Above the table. Above. Vamos con above. On is encima de. O sea, on is en. Cuando es sobre una superficie. Tocando dicho superficie. That's on. Cuando estamos hablando de la fisicalidad. Físico, on. Okay. All right. Este libro es una nube. Let's assume, make believe, that this is not a book. This is not a book. It's a cloud in the sky. All right? Now, let's see. Let me find something. Okay. This is a cell phone, right? But for our purposes, this is a plane. Es un avión. All right? Now, the plane is going to fly over. Well, the plane is on the cloud. But that's impossible. The plane would fall. Only in heaven puedes estar en una nube sentado. Only in el cielo. Con tu arpa o tu lira. But in this case, this plane is going to take off. Can you see it? A ver si lo ves en pantalla. All right. Again, this is a cloud. The plane is going to fly over the cloud. All right? Watch. Okay. The plane flew over the cloud. Now the plane is going to fly above the cloud. All right? Are you ready? Okay. Above is por encima, pero son niveles. Niveles. Above. Over is saltando una valla, to jump over the fence, to fly over a cloud, like this. The cow jumped over the moon. La vaca saltó sobre la luna. Hey, diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. Es una rima de niños. It's a nursery rhyme. Hey, diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such a sight, and the dish ran away with a spoon. But the cow jumped over the moon. Now above the clouds, below the clouds. Normally, transatlantic flights or commercial flights fly above the clouds, and birds fly below. It's horizontal, above, below, above, below. Okay, over is yendo, but on, it's on the table. The book is on my head. The book is on my left shoulder. Now the book is on, but above, no. Above my head, ¿se ve? Es como mi halo. Tengo un halo aquí que no se ve, but it's above my head. My halo. My halo. It's above my left shoulder. Floating. This book is floating. Está flotando el aire. Above my... For example, cada mañana cuando me tomo el café matinal, when I get up, I have a coffee, and I sit on the floor like a yogi, and I levitate. I have the ability to levitate, and I rise to about half a meter above the floor, and then I finish my coffee, meditating and levitating above the floor. I'm not on the floor. I'm not sitting on the floor. I'm levitating above the floor, half a meter above the floor. Got it? Understand? Rubber band? Okay, where are we? Carlos. I think it's, wait. No, dije lust, dije lujuria. I'm forgetting one. Of the 7 deadly sins, we have envy, pride, soberbia, wrath, la ira, sloth, or laziness, la pereza. Oh, avaricia, greed, or avarice, greed. Gluttony, gula. Otra vez me falta. Every time I have to say 7, I forget one. It doesn't matter. We know what they are, and we should avoid them at all costs. At all, maybe gluttony, no. Lo de la gula no viene mal. Huh? To enjoy eating, why not? All right. Carlos Ponce, thank you very much. Ponce Alegre, Ponce, thank you very much. About lust. Carlos Mendoza, how are you? What country would you travel for a few months to learn English other than the United Kingdom, U.S.? Canada, wonderful country. Canada, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. All of them are wonderful countries. I would recommend maybe Canada. Canada. I would go to the west of Canada. I would go to Alberta, to Calgary, maybe to Regina and Saskatchewan, etc. But every place is good. Any place you choose is good. Even Jamaica. Of course, the Jamaicans have an interesting way of the way they speak English, but nevertheless, you can go there. All right. But in Great Britain, Ireland, wonderful country. South Africa, very interesting. Beautiful. But in any case, any decision you make is a correct decision. So don't worry about it. What's the worst thing? This is from Mark, again, our Cuban friend. What's the worst thing a student has ever said to you? Nothing. I can't remember any bad thing a student has said to me. I don't think so. No. But I've given 30,000 hours of class in the classroom, so I don't remember. If somebody said something bad to me, I don't remember. It goes in one ear and out the other. It doesn't matter. You're right. Typo con right. You're right about the 7 capital sins. No solemos decir capital en este caso. En Spanish, yes, pecado capital. We say deadly, como pecado mortal. Pecado fatal, deadly sin. You agree with me, Claudia? Well, thank you, Claudia. I'm glad to know somebody agrees with me. Julia Navacerrada. What an interesting name, Navacerrada. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. It means reject the favorable along with the unfavorable. I've never heard that expression, Julia. I don't know. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. El agua que hay, el agua sucia ya de la bañera o de la tina, no la tires con el bebé dentro. Okay, fine. I understand that. It means reject the favorable along with the unfavorable. All right, yeah, be careful in your selection. This is a bit what happens, for example, in chemotherapy or radiotherapy. Quimioterapia, el quimio, y radio. They kill the cancer, but they almost kill the patient at the same time. It's a dilemma. All right. Julia, maybe it's a British idiom. Yes, idiom. Idiom, la palabra idioma in English means modismo. Está muy bien, Julia. Idiom. Kublai Khan, do you miss greed and pride? Oh, no. No. I'm very, very far from greedy. Greedy is avaricioso o avaro. Oye, Marta, ¿se dice él es un avaro o es avaricioso? Avaricioso, okay. A greedy person means the money for me. That's greed. O sea, la contrapartida es por lo menos el dinero te lo quedas tú y no los demás. Esa es la buena parte de la avaricia. Greed. I'm not greedy at all. I'm quite the opposite. I'm very, as you say in Spanish, espléndido, which means I'm quite generous. Proud, soberbio, imposible, no. I realized very quickly the extent of my vanity. When I started on television, people on the street, out on the streets, recognized me. Senor Vaughan. And after about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, the novelty was over, and I said, baseball cap and glasses. I don't like the limelight. The limelight is estar en los focos. I enjoy teaching, and I enjoy teaching in public, but not because of any type of adoration or the applause. I don't need applause, thank God. So I know one person who works here, well, who used to work here, he's retired now. Excellent professional, excellent, one of the best, but he needed applause. His life, he was a thespian, un tespio, no se dice en español. A thespian means un amante uno dedicado y amante del teatro. And we call it a thespian. And I don't know how to say thespian in Spanish. Of course, it'll say actor de teatral. But it comes from thespis. It's a Greek character. Thespis. A thespian. And this man needed the applause. I feel uncomfortable with applause. I really do. Goyi. Hey, are you the same Goyi from last week? It's Gregoria, no? Usually Goyi means Gregoria. Yes, I remember one girl. Her name was Dosi. And I said, Dosi? That's a funny name. What's it from? I said, oh, come on, Dosi. What's your real name? And finally she gave in. Se rindió y me contó su nombre del partido de nacimiento. Teodosia. And she didn't like the name Teodosia, so she was Dosi. And she didn't want to tell anybody her name. All right. Julia, special or especial? Special, ese es simple. Quítala ahí. La única, existe especial, pero no me acuerdo en qué contextos. Nunca se usa. Special. Ahora bien, para decir sobre todo, se dice especially con E delante, ¿eh? Y es la forma más corriente de decir sobre todo. Sobre todo es above all. All the people in Europe are intelligent, especially the Spanish people. Todos los pueblos de Europa son inteligentes, sobre todo el pueblo español. All right, fine. All the people in Europe are intelligent, above all, pero se dice menos, se dice especially con E. Ahora bien, especially con S es cuando es adverbio. Especialmente preparado para ti. Specially prepared for you. Pero no te preocupes, si es con L-Y al final, dilo con E delante, especially. Ahora, para decir especial, special. Special K, special K. The breakfast cereal. Special, not special K, special K. Mark, my God, my Cuban friend is very, is here a lot. How do you say? Very eloquent today. What are your thoughts on death and dying? And what helps you feel less afraid or sad. Well, I'm not afraid of death and sad. It's una estación más, una en el tren. It's a natural. Death is just a natural part of life, like birth, like pain, it's fine. Yeah, it really. I would prefer not to have a painful death. That's sure, of course, but there's nothing we can do about it. Well, some experts say that maybe in the near future or in the medium-term future we can defeat death, derrotar la muerte. Hay un dicho en inglés. Lo único seguro en la vida es la muerte y los impuestos. The only thing for sure in life are death and taxes. Well, maybe we will solve death before we solve taxes. Who knows? I don't know. But in any case, no, I don't think too much about these things. I don't have. Mira, el mundo latino, I'm including Italy, pero todo es hispano y hispanoamericano. La muerte it's interesting, sobre todo en México. It's interesting. No es un culto a la muerte, pero es una concienciación más notable y profunda, creo. O da la impresión of death. El sentido trágico de la vida, el sentimiento trágico de la vida, como Miguel de Unamuno. Yes. And these things. El hombre nace y muere mientras es un duro bregar. It's a bit too pessimistic for me. So, I'm not going to lose a single moment of potential happiness or joy, alegría, thinking about death. O sea, si yo quiero vencer a la muerte es menospreciándole o despreciándola, toreándola y vacilándola y haciéndole, no burla, but mareando la muerte. Maybe. I don't worry about these things for the moment. But it's true that I have been fortunate not to suffer any health problems all my life. So I haven't had any scares and things like that. All right, let's see. The 7 deadly sins in alphabetical order. Envy, la envidia. Gluttony, greed, lust, sloth, and wrath. Son 6, Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no, 7. And wrath. Lust, pride, sloth. Okay, fine. Wrath is la ira. Las uvas de la ira, the grapes of wrath. You remember the song, mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. Glory, glory, hallelujah. You know the song? Glory, glory, hallelujah. Have you heard that song, Marta? Yeah? ¿No te suena? Sí. Oh, yeah. Okay. Mine eyes have seen, es un poco a lo alemán, mine eyes have seen the glory. Mis ojos han visto la gloria de la venida del Señor. A ver. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. Yeah, mis ojos han visto la gloria o han observado o han sido testigo a la gloria de la venida del Señor. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. Está pisoteando lo añejo, quitando donde se almacenan las uvas de la ira. Tiene que donde están almacenes la uva de la ira, él está pisoteando como antiguamente con el vino para quitar toda la ira. And the song goes, it's a very interesting song, if you know it. Glory, glory, hallelujah I think is the name. Or no, it's called the Battle Hymn of the Republic. El himno de la batalla de la República. The Battle Hymn of the Republic. Hymn, H-Y-M-N. En muda al final. 4 letters. All right. So thank you, Kublai, for your clarification. Claudia, is it true that you meditate every morning? Of course, and I levitate. It depends, Claudia. It depends on your definition of meditate. I get up very early. I get up at 20 minutes to 6. And I leave home at 7, which means I have an hour and 40 minutes. and I spend from about 5:45 to 6:15. I read the news, drink a big American-style hot coffee. Sometimes I eat something. I surf the web, look at news and things. But it's a slow waking up process of becoming psychologically ready to go. Then I take a shower, brush my teeth, etc., and leave home. It's not meditation, but it's similar. It's a bit similar in my opinion. No, I don't meditate in the mornings in the classical sense of meditation. Serena, serena. You remember the song from last week? Serena, serena, que pasa, que hores? La una, las dos, las cuatro, las tres. Cinco. Maybe serena. Do you speak Spanish? I'm singing to you in Spanish, and maybe you don't understand it. Good morning, everyone. So Serena is saying good morning to all of you. So everybody needs to say good morning to Serena. Delilah. Hi, I'm Ramona Delilah. Ramona Delilah. I just came in. Well, hello, welcome. You're late because I'm finishing in about 4 minutes. Sorry. I just came in. What are you talking about? Everything under the sun. We've been talking a little bit more philosophical today. Los 7 pecados capitales y la filosofía de vida vital. It's interesting, but nevertheless, you have to come back. Yes, Kublai, Greg Stanford. Who are you? I have a feeling that Kublai could be our good friend Rob. I don't know. Kublai Khan in Xanadu, the Palace. That was a very famous poem by William Taylor Coleridge. He took opium, he smoked opium, and he wrote poetry. But he wrote some incredible poetry. Yes, Greg Stanford was that thespian who needed applause. But he's a good professional. I'm not criticizing him. Abelardo, my partner, wants to learn English. Her name is Nuni or Nuni. Nuni or Nuni? Well, tell her, a por ello. Go for it. Go for it. Learn English. It requires hard work, but... And Abdallah. Hello, Abdallah. Where are you writing from? And hurry up, because I'm going to need to stop in a few minutes. And Daniela, there's a very good book by Osho called The Book of Life and Death. My God, I've read probably 2,000 books in my life, and I have basically finished reading books. I've finished absorbing, taking in, and now it's my moment in my life to give back. So, of course, I can learn a lot more. But in the time I have left, the time that remains in my life, it's probably better to me focus on giving back what I have assimilated and I've accumulated a lot of knowledge and maybe a little bit of wisdom. Now it's time for me to try to give it back. So, I'm not reading as many books now as before. Maybe I read 8 books a year. 30 years ago, I read maybe 50 books a year, easily. I read a lot of articles. I read a lot of things that are equivalent to books. But in any case, Daniela, thank you. Jason from Bolivia. Wow. From what part of Bolivia? From Santa Cruz, from Cochabamba, from Sucre, from La Paz, from Las Salinas Esas. I can't remember the name of the salt flats. But in any case, welcome. Bolivia is having some political problems right now. Clarification. And your ex-president, I think, is in Mexico now. Quite a mess. We'll see how it comes. Mark Gallagher, Mark from Cuba. Would you like to go to North Korea? No, not really. I'm not interested. If so, why? If not, why? Communist, you're writing from Cuba. My experience, I was in the Soviet Union in 1971-72 in the winter. I was in Poland. I've been in the old Yugoslavia during the Soviet era. I don't like the way of life. It's too dark and gray. It's a gray way of life. The buildings, those moles de hormigón and things, it was just not a way of. And so I'm not interested in a country. First, it's autocratic. It's a dictatorship. I don't like dictatorships. Even though democracy has democracy is a mess. But it's the least bad, I think. It's the least bad of all political approaches of what do you call it? Political science. It's the least bad of the government systems. And all of them are bad. I'm not interested in an autocratic country. It's very closed. So I would not go. All right, where are we? Constanza, Richard, you didn't greet me. Constanza, I think you are from Concepcion, Argentina. Is that Argentina? Perdón. Sorry, Concepcion, Chile. Is that true? Is that true? And Mark, owning a Bible is illegal in North Korea. Oh, freedom of religion is non-existent. Well, I know that. Everybody knows that. In fact, anyone caught in possession of a Bible could be imprisoned or executed. Well, of course, we are on the same wavelength, Mark. Estamos en la misma longitud de onda. We are on the same wavelength. My God, Mark, that's okay. You can only wear, Mark, you are very adamant. You're very, I agree with you completely. North Korea is not the best place in the world, on this planet, to live. I'm running out of time. Keep going. Mark, it's too long, Mark. Don't write me so long. Jason, okay, no more messages, please. Stop. If you're tempted to write a message, don't, because I probably won't reach your message. Y no enseñó nada hoy. All right, Jason, I met you in Madrid. You signed a book for me. You signed a book. You signed me a book. Prefiero you signed a book for me. Te firmé el libro, no te firmé tu cuerpo. Cuando dices you signed me, parece que estoy firmando encima. You signed me a book. No, you signed a book for me. It's always a pleasure to hear and learn from you. Thank you very much, Jason. It's a pleasure to have you. Abdullah from Morocco. But now you're in Vietnam. Lógico. Cualquier persona de Morocco acaba en Vietnam. No. Wow, it's an interesting life. I've heard Vietnam is very interesting now. I hope you're happy there, Abdullah. Jason again. Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz is in the lower areas of Bolivia. Okay. Santa Cruz. No, perdona. Yes, Santa Cruz, yes. I'm getting confused between Santa Cruz de Tenerife and Santa Cruz de Bolivia. All right. Strong Ruthie Strong. More and more videos of verbal gymnastics. What do you mean? About the plane going over? Is that verbal gymnastics? I don't know. Gimnasia verbal. Yes. Apenas llego cuando llego apenas. Okay. Verbal gymnastics. No por mucho madrugar, amanece más temprano. No por mucho atempranar, amanece más madruga. That's verbal gymnastics, playing with the language. I don't know. But Claudia, thank you for. I think for you told us you practice every morning a kind of meditation called mindfulness, doing things. I just live things the way I want. I like slow time in the morning before starting work. And then boom, you start, bam, full blast. But I don't like to get up quickly. Some people get up quickly, go to work, they have their first coffee here in the office, and their eyes, apuran, hasta they wait to the last moment, they have to get up, and they're hurrying. That's not good for your heart, that's not good for your mind. Go slowly. The morning, go very... Si quieres ser dueño y señor de tu vida, acaba siendo dueño y señor de tu tiempo. All right. Y diariamente, al cabo de 10 años, ya eres dueño y señor de tu vida, más o menos. All right. And the secret is at the beginning of the day. Gain control of the first hour of your life and spend the first hour of your life every day the way you like to spend it. And don't be dependent or conditioned by what happens later. So get up earlier than necessary. A la larga pago muchos dividendos, in my opinion. All right, Claudia. Thank you, Claudia. Constancia, yes, Concepcion, Chile. Dije Argentina before. Constanza, Lara, yes. Okay. The party's over. Yes. Yes. How do we say? Felices senderos. Happy trails to you. Happy trails to you. Until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again. So, what's the last thing we say? Huh? I can't remember. There's an expression. How does it go, Marta? Este cuento acabado. Acerrina serrano. How does it go? Marta is coughing. There's an expression in Spanish that I've forgotten. Yes, how does it go? Este cuento ha terminado, acabado. How does it go? Come on, Marta. You can't remember? Yes, she can't remember. You can't speak. She's incapacitated.